TikTok is like that one friend that has amazing song recommendations, but only shows you the best 20 seconds of them. It's responsible for us finding the next Olivia Rodrigo new song, and also turning every single song into a dance challenge. Let's dive into why TikTok has its both pros and cons when it comes to music. First up, we're going to talk about why TikTok is ruining music. Now, this whole video is not going to be about how bad it is. Please stay to the end so you can hear all the good things that it's doing for music and not just these horrible things that I'm about to talk about. TikTok has ruined our attention span. We are so used to now only 5 to 15 seconds of content that it has completely destroyed how we view videos and everything else along with videos like music. Music no longer has to, like for example, movies be a 3-minute song that like explains the feeling of the characters. It needs to be about 10 to 15 seconds of good, solid lyrics, good beat, and honestly, preferably danceable, because that's what half the songs have turned into. So because it's become this 15-second moment of glory, all of the producers are now writing songs like that, where it's just like, oh, here's a good 15 seconds, the rest of the song, we'll write it later. Like even a lot of composers and artists have wrote songs just like 15 seconds, throw them on the app to see how they do. And if they don't do good, they trash them. Whatever happened to like actually just writing songs and putting them out, not because of 10 little seconds that you think is amazing. For example, one that was made for a short split seconds of just 15 seconds of glory was ABCDEFU. If you haven't heard that song, it is explicit, so be careful, but that song has a really good chorus, and I'm not saying the rest of the song is bad, but you can tell that that little snippet was made to just be 15 seconds, and then like you would have to listen to the rest of the song to understand it. Another song that was like made for the trendy dances was Made You Look by Meghan Trainor. It's a good song, don't get me wrong, but you can tell that it's like formatted so that the TikTok creators and influencers would hear like, oh, I can make a quick dance to that and get really famous, and then boom, your song blows up. It's like, the problem is it works. We all love these songs because we're on our TikTok all the time, but it's not making for good long-term songs anymore. TikTok basically has turned music into like a short form snack. You eat it, you see it, you eat it, and then all of a sudden it's gone and you don't even remember it, which is not good for songs and not what we should be listening to, especially if you want to appreciate the music being written. Something else that I don't appreciate about TikTok and music is sometimes the really good, heartfelt, like actually good lyrics. Chord progression is amazing, and all of these little details that make what I personally think a song good, even if I don't like it, is being thrown out the window and scrapped. Artists are now looking for what algorithm will pick up, what TikTokers, dancers will pick it up, and what will sound good on the app, not what will just sound good. So actually a couple artists have even admitted to writing 7-10 seconds of a song, throwing it out, seeing what people think, and if they like it, they'll write the rest of the song. If they don't like it, they just scrap it. What if that was gonna be like the greatest song ever and that 7 seconds just wasn't the best part? Like, we're ruining half of these songs. What if Beethoven had TikTok, huh? And he wrote that bum Fifth Symphony thing, right? He would have just read that 15 seconds thrown out there, seeing if it worked or not. And what if it hadn't? We would have had missed on a whole symphony just because, oh, some people didn't like it. A lot of artists and a lot of songs should write their full song before just throwing it out there to the wolves. Because sometimes we might not like the first 15 seconds. There's songs where I don't like the bridge, but what if that's what they put out there? Some of these songs where I don't like the bridge, the rest of the song is like my favorite part, and it really speaks to me. So I wish that we would stop focusing on these short 15 seconds and return back to like actually writing full-on symphonies or just albums and just good music. Not music made for this 10 seconds of dancing or 10 seconds of someone cooking pasta. So now let's talk about why TikTok is also saving music. The first thing is you don't need a record label anymore or to try to go to a studio and record anything. You can start in your bedroom. A lot of famous people actually started just recording stuff and putting it on the internet. Like, for example, Benson Boone. Yes, he technically went on American Idol first, but he dropped out and then just started throwing his music on the platforms. And now all of a sudden he's on his like 2nd or 3rd world tour. Yeah, also I went to his concert. It was amazing. So that's something that's been really cool, is you're getting to see all these smaller artists who may have never gotten into the spotlight, now getting into the spotlight and getting to be seen by the whole world. Something else that it's doing is it's reviving old songs. One of the biggest songs that just kind of went through was Pretty Little Lady. Yeah, and you know that song. Pretty Little Lady was written in 1962, and it's blown up again. So it's really cool to see all of these old songs blow up. Or Kate Bush, Running Up That Hill. Yes, it did get popular because it was in Stranger Things, became even more popular because now all of a sudden everyone's making videos about it. TikTok is kind of like a time machine that only plays the best music from the 80s or the 90s, and it's reviving old things that we would have never heard about unless, you know, our parents played it on the car. TikTok also brings a lot of music diversity. Like, just in the past couple years, I've learned about sea shanties, like the one that's like, there once was a ship that put to sea, that one. I heard that one for the first time, learned about a whole new set of culture and music that I didn't know about. Also, I learned about throat singing, which if you haven't heard that, it's actually really cool, and please go look it up. It's a really cool native tradition that is now well known and becoming more and more popular for people to understand, especially if it's your heritage. Now it's becoming quote unquote cool, and you can learn and get people more interested in it. So it's reviving a lot of diversity and history, and sometimes bringing in new music that we have never and would have never heard before. So TikTok necessarily didn't destroy music, it just changed the rules. Now TikTok is looking for either authentic new artists, or it's looking for good 10 to 15 seconds that, well, can just become a good listen or good bop or, you know, a good dance. So no, TikTok didn't destroy it. It's just changing it. It's changing how we are viewing music and viewing how producers are trying to get their songs to get more hits, get more listens. It's all about social media. Please drop your most cursed TikTok sound in the comments that you've ever heard, and please drop some new songs because I definitely want to hear them. And we'll see you guys next time.